Okay, this is the undercarriage. We're going to do a quick overview, video of the undercarriage of the 71 Chevelle. We believe it to be a real SS car. Of course, it has a small block on it now. It's just a really nice straight old car with a few very limited imperfections in it. We'll start in the back and then head toward the front. Gas tank obviously is original. It's nice and solid. The floor pans appear in the trunk to be very, very nice. The frame rails are nice. No deterioration whatsoever. This side over here, there's a little piece of metal that was tacked on here, not because of a rust issue. It appears that somewhere along its lifespan, maybe something ran along here and it split the drop down from the quarter panel itself. And so they put this piece of tin on here to hold the two together. The other side appears to have had a little bit of work. The drop down is fairly good on it yet. A little tiny bit of deterioration here, hardly noticeable, but there is some. And it's been fixed. You can see it's been fixed in the past. The rear end on this thing is a 10 bolt. They would have come with a 12, but I guess a few of them did come with 10s back in 71, 72, so it does have a 10 bolt rear in it. It does have an F41 suspension on it with your boxed swing arms, which you'll see. Alex has some still photography. You'll see that it does have an F41 suspension. New shocks in the back. It appears like the exhaust system to this point in the back is all 3-inch stainless steel and also stainless, what are they? MagnaFlow stainless polished mufflers on it. Let's see here. Drum bakes in the back, fin drums the way they should be. The floor pans in the back and the overage over the rear differential is just as nice and sweet as can be. It still has its red Pawsey tag on it, showing that it does have paw distraction in it. Floor pans in the back are absolutely perfect. The substructure the same way, framework the same way. There's no scale or indentures or anything evident on it, just as nice as can possibly be. And we're still 3 inches back here. Big X pipe in the center. Great addition to any exhaust system. Of course, it was engineered by Mopar, of course, but it does have a nice stainless steel X pipe on it that actually cuts down on a lot of resonance in the exhaust system, but also gains, according to Chrysler way back when in their research, about 15 horsepower by having this X pipe in it. Floor pans again in the back part of this car, the rear passenger area. There's no deterioration at all, absolutely none. Cross brace for the transmission mount in the rear is nice. It has no deterioration. Now we're going into 2.5 inch into 3 inch. So it's 3 inch from this point back, including the mufflers, but we got 2.5 inch here off of a set of shorty exhaust manifolds, headers. The transmission is appears to be a Borg Warner 4-speed. A little bit of deterioration here. I mean, it's not horrible. We could have hidden it by putting a little bit of dum-dum on it and spraying it over, but we didn't. We're showing you what's there now. Let's see. Tiny bit evident on this side. You can see there's just a little bit right here. Again, it could be something that would be filled in, hit with some undercoating, and it's fixed. It's done. Nothing that compromises the structural part of this vehicle. Trying to see if there's anything. New shocks in the front, also disc brakes in the front the way it would be, heavy duty sway bar. New fuel pump looking up on it. There's no leaks from the engine itself. There's absolutely none. It is a 350 at this point, small block. Conventional starter, doesn't have gear reduction starter on it. Tires are all new, all 4 corners of this guy has brand new tires on it. It's a nice straight car. It has a lot of originality to it underneath. Radiator core support, where most of these things deteriorate. This one has absolutely no rust whatsoever. So other than a couple little tiny spots that we just pointed out to you that could easily be fixed with just a little bit of undercoating, I don't see anything on this thing that that would deter me from buying a car if I was in the market for a 70, 71, 72 Chevelle. This thing presents itself very well. It's a nice solid car. The fender lips, I think we showed in the walk around video on it, are really, really nice. They're nice and sharp. There's no deterioration in them whatsoever. It's just a really nice, just a nice 71 Chevelle. It appears to be an SS car. Everything we look at indicates that it was what it originally was. But at this point, it does have a 350 in it. It does have a 4-speed. It does have positive traction rear axle in it. It has F41 suspension. It has heavy-duty shocks, all 4 corners, all new tires. Somebody's going to get a really nice driver quality car here. It's not some rot bucket that's been glued back together. That's not the case here at all. It has a lot of integrity to it, and it's just a nice car. And it's here at Autosport in Indiana, Pennsylvania. Give Alex a call. He has a lot of still photography that you can, and it's high resolution, so you can zoom in on anything you want to say. And he just took some really good photos underneath, and we did do a nice video of the car. And I assure you, this car runs and drives. You can take it anywhere you want to go. It's here in Indiana.